Hi everyone, my name is Madison and my team, Ellen and Ashley, are going to be telling you about the really cool things that are currently happening in Greenville, South Carolina. So Greenville County was established after Richard Paris established a plantation above the Reedy River in 1770. The town name came from Nathaniel Greene, a commander of the Southern forces in the Revolutionary War. Greenville's economy was initially centered on agriculture and small manufacturing, but in the 1850s, Greenville emerged as the center of higher education with Furman University in 1852. The completion of the railroad line from the capital city of Columbia transforms the town completely. Greenville's first textile mill was built in 1876, and by 1910, Greenville had become a cotton town. Governor Fritz Hollings and the State Economic Development Coordinator Francis Hipp helped lure northern companies to the southern countryside in the 1950s and 60s with promises of a strong, reliable workforce. This triggered an economic revival that continues to this day. Michelin chose Greenville as its North American headquarters in 1986, and BMW arrived in the 1990s, bringing in its wake more than 30 suppliers. Today, Greenville hosts more than 250 international firms from 26 different countries and has the most foreign investment per capita in the United States. The first innovation that is happening in Greenville is through the green space expansion and utilization. Holland Park is a 12-acre mixed-use development that is scheduled for opening in 2021. This new development is located on Lawrence Road Coordinator just outside of downtown and features restaurants, a brewery, commercial businesses, open spaces, and an open green space for local recreation. It will also allow access to the Prisma Health Swamp Rabbit Trail and Oak Tree Park, where a 100-year-old oak tree is currently standing. There are also plans for a second phase of the development to include Greenville's first aerial treehouse obstacle course surrounding the development. This project was a direct result of the Swamp Rabbit Trail extension that began public engagement planning in 2019. The Prisma Health Swamp Rabbit Trail is a 22-mile greenway system that opened in 2009. This extension project is focused on expanding the green line of the trail 4.5 miles, which allowed for study locations along the walkway, connectivity with the surrounding amenities, and more access for transportation in the city. This expansion of the Green Line runs parallel to Lawrence Road Coordinator, where the Holland Park development is also in progress. Throughout the planning process of this development, there was a significant analysis of the current demographics of the residents along with the expansion area. This included racial composition, population growth, housing prices, and the residents without a vehicle. This project will allow for easy and accessible transportation through bike trails and bus stations, as well as reduce the burden on occupants to pay more than 30% of their income on housing. This project took in community input to create a recreation project that will also provide efficiency for the residents in the area.
Greenville's current comprehensive planning process is called Greenville 2040. Its process was designed to last 20 months, with the goal of adoption in winter 2020. Each topic in the plan will include an evaluation of the city's current conditions and most important trends. The community will be asked for input through in-person and online engagement activities, and recommendations in each comp plan topic will combine technical analysis with citizen input. The 42-member Citizen Steering Committee, selected through a rigorous process to ensure a diverse representation of the city's interests, will guide the public participation process. The committee has met regularly throughout the process to plan outreach activities, discuss the technical analysis, and give input on the direction of the plan. There are many opportunities for citizens to give feedback. Meetings are announced in advance through traditional media, social media, and the city's websites. Citizens can join an email list to receive direct updates on the process and engagement opportunities. The city also has a citizen participation plan to ensure citizen involvement in the planning, development, implementation, and assessment of planning-based programs funded through the 3 funds listed here. The purpose of the citizen participation plan is to gain citizen input of low to moderate income persons, particularly those living in slum and blighted areas, regarding development funding allocation. The Citizen Participation Plan includes the following: 2 public hearings, participation in a consolidated plan development, and a 15-member Community Development Advisory Committee. Overall, community engagement in the public participation process seems to be very high for the Greenville community. The City of Greenville is exhibiting good planning practice via a robust public participation process, including the solicitation of public input in an equitable way, diverse notification of the residents of upcoming meetings, and a provision of information to residents on ways to get involved with what is happening in the community. The final innovation we'll take a look at is Greenville's Electric Vehicle Ecosystem Program. Since 2006, the City of Greenville has been collaborating with the County of Greenville as well as private corporations like General Electric and Enterprise to improve air quality in the region. The EV Ecosystem Program was born out of these efforts, and it seeks to decrease gas dependence, the carbon footprint, and CO2 emissions of individuals and companies in the area. This is a multifaceted program. Its first goal is to increase the amount of charging stations throughout the county, increasing capacity and geographically extending the covered area. The second prong is the launching of Enterprise's WeCar program, an EV car sharing operation that allows people to use alternative modes of transportation while reducing the number of vehicles on the road. The EV Ecosystem Program is an example of good planning practice for several reasons. First, it intentionally positions EV charging stations near public transit hubs, encouraging use of the vehicles in tandem with other shared modes of transportation. The WeCar program helps relieve congestion in the area by decreasing single-family car ownership, while encouraging clean transport. It even received the Clean Air Excellence Award from the EPA in 2012, when the EPA said Greenville's program made it, quote, one of the most EV-friendly areas in the world. In total, Greenville, South Carolina, is a city of up-and-coming planning innovations. From its green spaces to its public participation to its electric vehicle infrastructure, Greenville is one place to watch as its planning practices continue to evolve and innovate.